Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of AIW Behind the Curtain. My guest here today is All Ego Ethan Page. And Ethan, first of all, thank you for joining me here on Behind the Curtain. And Ethan, what Behind the Curtain represents, we've seen what you can do in the ring. Now I want to see what makes up the man, All Ego Ethan Page. So first of all, what was it that made you fall in love with professional wrestling?
Dwayne. Dwayne did it.
Dwayne did it?
Okay. Yeah. Not a guy named Dwayne, The Rock. That's what I'm referring to. The Rock. Big Rock fan.
Okay.
Like at one point, I had my entire room. You know how people get like these baseball borders where it's like bats and balls all the way around top? I had action figures from the door all the way around. And this was like 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah. Sick. So yeah, The Rock did it, 100%. He is entertaining. He's athletic. He's captivating. When he speaks, you listen. It's that kind of mentality, and like I was drawn to that, and that's what I try and put into my matches to make myself different. It's all about entertaining too.
Okay. You got the wrestling bug. Take us into your training. Where did you get your initial training at?
When I first started, I was a piece of shit. I went to a school in Hamilton, Ontario, and I trained under a guy named Ernie Moore, who was the executioner in like WWF.
Okay.
For about a month. I got a chip on my shoulder, started traveling with Michael Elgin to IW Mid-South, said fuck pro wrestling training, I'm going to learn this myself. Big mistake, burnt every bridge, and then I kind of had to like start from square one. I picked it up way too easy because I did martial arts. Like I have my black belt in karate and taekwondo and was training for Canadian Olympics. Okay. And kind of said suck it to my dad because he was like very forceful. That's how I came into pro wrestling, and I literally learned, like I'm Jeff Hardy, just from Canada.
So after that initial training that you kind of flipped the bridge, there was no other going back and...
No, but you know what, like I credit anything that I know to guys that I've traveled with or been in the ring with. I wrestled Claudio in like the first couple years of my career, and he kind of like gave me a shove. That's how I got into the Young Lions Cup, just like years ago. And it's just like, to go work for IWA, Ian was a shithead, and like the experience was very awkward. But I had guys like Chris Hero or Roderick Strong watching my 5-minute matches and giving me like critiques, or I'd hang out with like Cole Cabana, or I'd watch his matches and be like, man, I can't, like the way he did that just made so much more sense than the way I'm doing things. And that's the way I learned, very visual learner.
Was there anyone like the Chris Heroes, the Cole Cabanas, did they take you under their wing? And
you know what, Michael Elgin did for a little while, and I learned a lot from him. The biggest thing I learned from him is that you're not going to learn anything by staying in your nest. You need to try and fly, and you need to go from place to place and pick things up from different people. And I've tried to implement that, and that's how I got my spot in AIW. Was Jennifer Blake just said, hey, do you want to come to a show? It's tomorrow. I was like, yeah, sure, Cleveland, sounds good, let's do it. And I'm here now, they're stuck with me.
Well, before we get to your career here in AIW, take us through some of the other independent promotions that you work for besides IWA.
Did the IWA thing. I've like brushed shoulders with Shakara twice, the Young Lions Cup. I had a Ring of Honor dark. I was like a fat little kid. I don't know, like, to like talk about smaller indies and kind of be like null and void, because it's just so like niche to talk about something in like a small town. And that's why like I'm so grateful to be in AIW, just because it's more like mainstream, at least on the internet wise.
Okay.
And I like to like speak about like a small fed in Hamilton, Ontario. It's just like, well, means nothing to them.
Was there a particular opponent that, you know, hey, if you can find this match on YouTube, check this out, because this is what Ethan Page is all about?
No, my best stuff's here. Like I used to be like a chubby little kid, which was stupid because my name was The Motion Picture. Like I thought I was a movie star, and like I've been doing this for 6 years now, and nobody's heard of me till now. So, which is good because I've had time to like polish myself. Where I think, and I don't mean to like start shooting on dudes, but I think the problem here is people get like lifted too quickly and put in the spotlight, and that's why you'll see like a guy's candle burn out quick, because he's just not ready for the position that he's given. Where I appreciate like the hard traveling and like the grind to get here. That's why like I feel like when you're starving so much and like someone throws you a bone like AIW, it's like if you do not put 110% into this, then you're just wasting it.
Where did you first hear the buzz about AIW?
I am like a closet mark, so I'll just like Google shit, go on Smart Mark, see what's hot, Facebook, see like my buddies, like Colin was working for us in Hamilton, so I would like go on his Facebook page and see photos he was tagged in, and then I saw the tournament, the TPI you guys did, and then from then I was just like, oh, that's a cool show, that's a sick card. Oh, they got in King of Trios, they're doing a tournament for King of Trios, they obviously have something going on, yada yada yada, do you want to come? Yes.
Okay. Now that you've been in AIW, do you believe the hype now?
Yes. I'm not one of like the Kool-Aid drinker guys where there's a couple feds, and especially when I was in IW Mid-South, it was very bad like that. But like when I believe in something, I'll put everything into it, like my body and my mind. Like my match tonight with Colin, like I've been thinking for weeks, and I don't think a lot of guys put that much effort or time or thought into it. I look forward to these shows more than a lot. Hopefully no promoters see that, but yeah, I definitely believe in it.
Where do you see yourself in the big picture of AIW?
Holding some kind of title. I think people are starting to take notice, which is good. People won't take notice until there's like a big match, or Ethan Page faces like an Eddie Kingston, or right now a Tim Donst.
Okay, well let me ask you this. What is your dream match here in AIW?
After brushing shoulders with Eric Cannon, I'd love that to happen. But right now, I think either... I'm going to have to go with Eddie Kingston.
Eddie Kingston? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure all of our AIW fans love seeing you all ego Ethan Page.
I hope so.
And the arm candy that you come out with.
Well, come on now.
I gotta throw that in there. Well, thank you for joining me here on Behind
No
the
problem.
Curtain.
I appreciate it.
And best of luck to you in all your endeavors here in AIW. And we hope
Thanks.
to see some gold around your waist here real soon.
Me too.
All right. Thank you very much. And this has been another edition of Behind the Curtain for AIW.